If you still care about your son, sign this before your negligence kills him, my husband said. He pushed the temporary care agreement across the coffee table like he was handing me a receipt. My 4-year-old son, Noah, was lying on the couch behind him, pale, sweaty, and barely awake. My mother-in-law, Donna, stood beside him with a tissue pressed under her eyes, crying for the 9 relatives she had called into my living room before she ever called a doctor. She works all night and leaves him like this, Donna said, pointing at me. I warned everyone. A child cannot survive with a mother who chooses a paycheck over him. I had just come home from a 12-hour shift. My shoes were still wet. My hands shook because my son would not open his eyes properly. Mark tapped the paper again. My name was highlighted at the bottom. I looked at Noah. Then I looked at Donna's purse, open on the kitchen chair, with the corner of a small white medicine box showing through the zipper. I said, "You should have checked first." Then I picked up the remote and turned on the television. By the time my kitchen camera footage played for the same people they had invited to bury me, Donna still thought my silence meant fear. Mark still thought the problem was my night shift. Neither knew I had already seen what happened before I opened the door. 3 weeks earlier, I thought my marriage was tired, not dangerous. Mark and I had been married for 6 years. He worked days at a car dealership. I worked nights at a shipping warehouse, because night pay kept the mortgage, preschool, insurance, and bills from crushing us. Noah was 4, stubborn in the sweetest way, and obsessed with dinosaurs. After every shift, I made him oatmeal, packed his preschool bag, and kissed his head before sleeping. It was hard, but it worked. Donna never said, "Thank you for keeping this family afloat." She said, "A mother belongs at home." She never said, "I hate that you do not ask my permission." She said, "I am worried about Noah." At first I tried to be polite. I told her Noah was safe and Mark and I had agreed on the schedule. Then Mark started repeating her words. "You do look exhausted," he said one night while I was packing lunch for Noah. "Maybe Mom sees something you don't." I asked him what that meant. He shrugged. "It means people are noticing." That was the first small chill. Donna began coming over in the mornings to help. Mark gave her the spare key without asking me. She moved through my kitchen like she owned it. Then the family group chat changed. Donna posted photos of Noah sleeping after preschool and wrote, "This is what night shift parenting does to a child." Then came, "Praying my grandson gets stability soon," and "Providing money is not the same as providing safety." When I replied, "Noah is safe. Please stop implying otherwise." Mark texted me privately, "Why do you always make Mom look bad?" That message was backward. Donna was making me look bad. Mark was angry that I interrupted the performance. The first real warning came on a Friday morning. I came home around 7:15 and found Noah asleep on the couch. Too deeply asleep for a child who normally ran to the door yelling, "Mommy, dinosaur breakfast." Donna was beside him, scrolling on her phone. "He had a rough morning," she said. "Wild. Crying. Completely out of control." I finally got him calm. I touched his forehead. "Why is he this sleepy?" Donna smiled without warmth. "Maybe because he does not have a normal mother." I carried Noah to his bed. He stirred just enough to whisper, "Don't tell Mommy." I froze. "Don't tell Mommy what?" But he was already asleep again. That sentence sat in my stomach all day. Before I tell you what happened next, remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe if you enjoy real stories about betrayal, family drama, and people finally standing up for themselves. When Noah went to preschool that afternoon, I opened the kitchen camera app. We had installed that camera 2 years earlier after packages were stolen. It faced the kitchen counter and part of the living room. That day, I watched the morning footage, with my breath stuck. The video showed Donna standing at my kitchen counter with her purse open. She took out a small bottle, poured something into Noah's cup, stirred it, and looked toward the hallway before handing it to him. Noah pushed the cup away. Donna leaned down and said, "Drink it. It will help you calm down. Mommy does not need another problem today." I saved the clip immediately. I did not call Donna. scream at Mark, or post in the group chat. I called Noah's pediatrician's nurse line and described what I saw without naming names. The nurse told me no one should give Noah anything not prescribed or approved for him, and if he was hard to wake, I needed to get him checked right away. When Mark got home, I asked one careful question. Did your mother give Noah anything this morning? He did not say no. He rolled his eyes and said, "You are getting paranoid." That is not an answer. My mother raised 2 kids. She knows more than you do. I felt something split inside me, quiet as a thread snapping. That night, Donna posted in the family chat again. I am scared for my grandson. Some mothers become defensive when family tries to protect a child. Mark followed with, I did not want this public, but Noah has to come first. Messages came in from relatives who had never asked me a single question. Maybe you should rest and let Mark take over. Donna is only worried. Don't let pride hurt your child. That was when I understood their shape. They were building a crowd. 2 days later, they created the incident. My Thursday shift ran long because a truck arrived late. At 5:32 inches the morning, I texted Mark. Running behind. I'll be home around 7:30. Is Noah okay? He replied, Mom is there. Don't start. That answer made my skin go cold. On break, I opened the camera app. The feed lagged, then cleared. Donna was in my kitchen with her purse open. Noah sat at the table rubbing his eyes. A small white medicine box sat beside Donna's hand, with a folded receipt under it. I hit screen record. Donna took something from the box, mixed it into a cup, and pushed it toward Noah. He shook his head. She said, Drink it now. Grandma needs you calm when Mommy comes home. I called Mark. No answer. I called Donna. No answer. I left work without permission. When I pulled onto our street, there were cars in front of my house. My stomach dropped before I even opened the door. Inside, my living room was packed. Mark's sister, 2 cousins, his aunt, Donna's church friend, and a neighbor who barely knew me. My own family had not been called. Noah lay on the couch, breathing but frighteningly heavy. Donna was kneeling beside him, crying like she had been waiting for an audience. This is what I mean, she said as soon as I walked in. Look at him. She leaves him in chaos, and then acts offended when we try to save him. I went straight to Noah. Did anyone call a doctor? I asked. Mark held up the paper instead. Sign first, he said. Temporary care. Just until you stabilize. Then I'll take him in. I stared at him. You are standing between our son and medical care with a form. His aunt looked uncomfortable. Donna cut in quickly. Do not twist this. He is doing what you refuse to do. He is protecting Noah. I picked Noah up. Mark stepped in front of me. That was when my brother, Marcus, walked through the door. I had called him from the car and told him one sentence. Come to my house now. Marcus looked at Noah, then at Mark, then at the paper. Move, he said. Mark moved. We took Noah to urgent care. The doctor said he was stable but unusually sedated, and we needed to monitor him closely. I gave the doctor the details carefully because I wanted the record to say what mattered. Noah had been given something not approved for him, and he had become difficult to wake. When Noah finally opened his eyes and whispered, Mommy, I turned away so he would not see me cry. Then I checked my phone. Donna had already posted. Today proved what we feared. Rachel came home angry, refused to accept responsibility, and used Noah to punish the family. Mark tried to get her to sign temporary care so our grandson could be safe. She refused. Mark posted a photo of the unsigned form. I gave her a chance to do the right thing. They had turned my emergency into their evidence. That night, Mark texted, Come to Mom's house tomorrow at noon. Bring whoever you want. We need witnesses. If you don't come, it will prove you know you're wrong. I looked at Noah asleep beside me, Spike tucked under his arm. Then I saved everything. The camera clips, the urgent care papers, the group chat, the photo of the form, the messages where Mark demanded witnesses. I sent it all to a family attorney Marcus knew. Then I replied to Mark with one sentence. I'll be there. Donna turned her dining room into court. Mark sat at the head of the table with a folder. Donna sat beside him like a grieving saint. The relatives who had judged me in my living room were there again, plus a few more who had decided my motherhood was community business. My mother sat on my left. Marcus stood behind me. Noah was with my best friend, Jen, who had more sense than every adult in that room. Donna noticed right away. "Where's my grandson?" she asked. I said, "Safe." Mark sighed like I had just proved his point. "This is the problem. She uses access to Noah as a weapon." Donna slid the temporary care agreement toward me. "This does not take him forever," she said in that soft friendly voice. "It only gives Mark day-to-day care, until you admit you need help." Mark opened his folder and read from a typed statement. "Rachel's night schedule has created an unsafe home. Noah has been repeatedly exhausted, emotionally distressed, and physically unwell under her care. I am prepared to take primary responsibility immediately with my mother's support." With my mother's support, the woman who had put something in my son's cup was written into the rescue plan. Donna's church friend touched her chest and said, "A child's safety has to come before pride." I looked at Mark. "Are you asking me to admit I caused what happened yesterday?" He leaned forward. "I am asking you to put Noah first for once." The room stilled. Donna whispered, "If you love that boy, sign." I nodded slowly. Then I took my laptop from my bag and connected it to Donna's television. Mark frowned. "What are you doing?" I said, putting Noah first. The first clip played. Donna appeared in my kitchen, purse open, white box on the counter. Everyone watched her mix something into Noah's cup and slide it toward him. Noah's small voice came through the speakers. "I don't want it." Donna's recorded voice answered, "Drink it. It will help you calm down. Mommy does not need another problem today." The room went quiet in a way that felt heavier than shouting. Donna said, "That is not what it looks like." Marcus said, "Then explain what it is." She opened her mouth and shut it. That was the first hit. The small lie was gone. Noah had not simply been tired from my schedule. The second clip played. It was the morning I left work early. Donna stood at the counter with the white box and receipt, mixing the cup while Noah shook his head. Then her voice filled the room. "Drink it now. Grandma needs you calm when Mommy comes home." Mark's sister covered her mouth. Donna tried to stand. "Turn that off." I did not move. The clip continued. Noah drank. He rubbed his eyes. His head sank onto his arms. Donna picked up her phone and called Mark. The camera caught her side. "It's working," she said. "Call them now, she'll be home soon." Someone at the table whispered. "Call who?" I looked around the room. "All of you." That was the second hit. It was not a mistake. It was a setup. The third clip showed Mark entering my kitchen 10 minutes before I got home. He looked at Noah slumped on the couch. He did not check his breathing. He did not call a doctor. He took a photo. Then the camera caught him saying, "This should be enough." His aunt pushed back from the table. "Enough for what, Mark?" Nobody answered. I picked up the temporary care agreement and held it where everyone could see it. "Enough for this." That was the third hit. Mark had not been reacting to an emergency. He had been waiting for a scene strong enough to force my signature. Donna began crying again, but the room did not lean toward her this time. "I was desperate," she said. "Rachel was ruining him. I only wanted people to see the truth." My mother stood up so fast her chair scraped the floor. "You gave a 4-year-old something to make him look neglected." Donna pointed at me. "She made me desperate. She was shutting me out." I opened the final file. It was the family chat lined up beside the camera times. Every time Donna accused me of neglect, it came after she had entered my house, handled Noah's drink, or staged a photo. Then I showed Mark's text demanding witnesses, his photo of the form, and his message saying, "If she refuses, it will look worse." The smear had a schedule. That was the fourth hit. They had used the family to turn me into the villain before I even walked into the room. For a few seconds, all I heard was Donna's refrigerator. Then Mark's sister said, You told me Rachel left him like that. Mark said. I didn't know exactly what Mom gave him, Marcus said. But you knew she gave him something. Mark looked at Donna like she was suddenly not his mother but his liability. Donna saw it too. Mark, she said, her voice cracking. Tell them I was helping. He did not answer fast enough. That was when the collapse started. His aunt deleted the post she had shared about me being unstable. His sister left the family group chat in front of everyone. One cousin stood up and said, "Do not use my name in anything about Rachel." I was lied to. Donna's church friend picked up her purse. I should not have been here. Mark tried to recover control. Rachel is enjoying this, he said. Look at her. She cares more about winning than about our family. I pointed at the frozen frame on the television. Mark was standing over our drowsy son with his phone in his hand. That is you, I said. That is what you did when Noah needed help. Nobody defended him. Then I placed a copy of the urgent care paperwork on the table. The doctor has this history. My attorney has the videos, the messages, and the form you tried to make me sign. Noah's preschool has been told that Donna is not authorized for pickup. The spare key has already been removed from my house. The locks are being changed this afternoon. Donna looked up sharply. You changed the locks on your husband's home? I looked at Mark. The house is in both our names. And my attorney told me exactly what I can do to protect our child. You gave your mother a key without asking me. That access ends today. Mark's face went flat. Rachel, let's talk alone. I did not laugh. No. You wanted witnesses. Keep them. My mother put her hand on the temporary care agreement before Donna could slide it back into the folder. This stays, my mother said. Donna snapped. You cannot steal family documents from my house. Marcus said. It has Rachel's name on it. It was used to pressure her. It goes with her. I folded the paper once and put it in my bag. That was the first consequence I could see with my own eyes. The paper they had used to threaten me left with me. The second came before I reached the door. Mark's sister called after me. Rachel, I'm sorry. Donna hissed. Do not apologize to her. His sister looked at her and said, You don't get to tell me what I saw. The third came that evening. The same family group chat used to shame me filled with retractions. Mark's aunt wrote, I repeated accusations about Rachel without knowing the facts. I was wrong. His cousin wrote, Do not contact me, asking me to support any statement against Rachel. Then Mark left the chat. Donna posted a long message about being misunderstood. Nobody responded. Not one heart. Not one prayer emoji. Nothing. The fourth consequence came when Mark came home and found the locks changed, his mother's key dead, and a written notice from my attorney. No unsupervised contact between Donna and Noah, no removing Noah from preschool, and all exchanges had to be documented. He called me 15 times. Then he texted, You are destroying my mother. I replied once, No, I am protecting my son. After that, my attorney answered him. The fifth consequence came from Mark himself. He tried to blame Donna in writing. I didn't know she would go that far, he texted. Then in the next message, he blamed me. You made her desperate by cutting her out. Then fear. If you use those videos, you will ruin this family. Then softness. We can handle this privately. I still love you. I saved every message. The sixth consequence was quieter but stronger than all of them. Noah stayed with me. Donna did not see him. Mark's access became structured. Preschool would not release Noah to anyone but my approved list. Exchanges moved to a neutral place. The family who had stared at me like a criminal now had to look at Mark and Donna with the truth between them. Nothing became easy overnight. Divorce and custody are still ugly. Mark still tries to rewrite things when he thinks someone new might believe him. Donna still sends messages through relatives about grandparents' rights and forgiveness. But she has no key, no unsupervised access, and no family crowd to hide behind. A week after the reveal, Noah asked why Grandma was not coming over. I sat beside him, with Spike tucked under his arm, and said, Grandma made an unsafe choice, and Mommy has to keep you safe. He thought about it in that serious little way children do. Then he said, I don't want special juice anymore. I turned away. You never have to drink anything that makes you feel strange, I told him. You can always tell me. He nodded, then asked if dinosaurs could eat pancakes. I cried in the hallway after he fell asleep. Not because I missed Mark or felt sorry for Donna. I cried because they had almost convinced a room full of people that being tired made me dangerous, while they were the ones putting my child at risk. That is how people like them work. They take your exhaustion and call it neglect. They take your silence and call it guilt. They take your love and try to use it as a rope. But they made one mistake. They needed witnesses. So I gave them the full story in front of every witness they invited. Mark wanted my signature on a paper that made him look like the safe parent. Instead, that paper became proof of what he was willing to do while our son lay barely awake on the couch. Donna wanted everyone to believe I came home to the result of my own neglect. Instead, they watched what happened before I ever opened the door. I did not break their family. I stopped letting them build it on top of my child. Thanks for watching. If you were in my position, what would you have done? Leave your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more stories like this.